It's not bad.
Last night.
You can't sing on the live.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another stream. Today, I don't know what we're talking about. Per usual. I start the stream every time with, welcome to another stream today. Today we're going to be doing something on the stream.
I'm petting a cat.
That's my cat. She lives in my room. But Mountain Greenery, welcome. Sandy Farrell, welcome. So my mother sent me a bed frame that it's a twin size and it holds 600 pounds. So that means you can't get on it. But it's 14.2 inches off the ground and mine is like 7 inches off the ground. So I don't know if this is the one that the lady down the road has or if Patty changed her name.
Jeff Kane.
Jeff Kane.
Guppy Gal.
Betta and Guppy Gal, welcome. But yeah, so there's somebody down the road from us who somebody gave them like bed frames and box springs and box springs and whatever. And they only needed the mattresses out of them. So now they got some bed frames and box springs. And I don't know if this is the one that she has or not. Which I don't think it is because... No. The one she's giving away is the same as mine. The one my mother sent me, I assume, is the one that you guys have.
Mysterious now.
But yeah. So I'm going to get a new bed frame. I might not order it this week because I have to buy other things. I don't want my bank account to get low.
Crypt Keeper.
But I have to order fish bags, probably some tape because somebody all the tape has been missing. I don't know. Because I haven't thrown away any empty rolls. So I don't know where all of them went. But yeah. Whatever. So I'll have to order some fish bags, which are like $50 to $70 for 1,000 of them. Which is a good chunk of money, but there's 1,000 of them, so I shouldn't have to use that. Although, when we went to Massachusetts, I used a good amount of fish bags, but I threw them away. Which is what I wish I didn't do. Because I used most of the bags that I had. And then I threw them away because it was pretty late. And I was putting everything away. So I just cut the bags open. And this past swap, I undid all the bags. For the Clash, I don't know what we're doing. Because it depends on what we could fit in the truck. I'd like to bring those tiny little critter keepers and just have the fish in there. Then people can see them all the time and I don't have to rotate the bags to make them not foggy or whatever. So people can just look in the critter keepers and they could just see the fish and I could put it in airlines and whatever needs to be done. But yeah, so that was one of the options, was the critter keepers, and then bags was another, which I'm getting clearer bags because the ones we have are tinted as it is, so they're not clear. So I'm getting clear ones. But I don't know.
Stephen, Jenna, Lily.
Crypt Keeper, welcome.
Hello.
Stephen, welcome.
No cheating.
Yeah, don't cheat in Monopoly. My father won't even play Monopoly with me, so.
Could you cheat?
Mm-hmm.
Or I would cheat.
I like fluffy. But yeah, so there's like, if we use the critter keepers, then people have to ask to get the fish, and then also I have to go scoop them out. So it's like it adds more time instead of people picking up a bag and paying. Now they're like asking for an amount of fish, which some people don't want to do.
You can have some bagged up, but I think maybe I'm wrong, but I think they would be like better off.
And a critter keeper.
Yeah, in the small tanks rather than a bag.
Yeah. Because then they get fresh air all the time. We can put in airlines. And it saves a lot of time because I don't have to rebag them. I'll have to rebag them like twice a day. Whether I'm changing the water or just adding more air to the bag, I'll have to rebag them a bunch. Which, I think it might be nice just get like having the peace of mind knowing that they're like all in tanks and they're fine. I know some people might not want to like. I know last year some people had them bagged up and then others had them in tanks. There was one table who had them in like those under the bed storage containers. They had plecos and they just had them all in there. It was pretty cool because they had like tons of room.
Fish Fam Link, Liquid Zoo.
Fish Fam Link, Liquid Zoo, welcome.
I think they'd be healthier or better off for that long period of time in the tanks. So
yeah.
I think that's what I would go with. And if people didn't want to wait, then.
Well, not that they didn't want to wait. It's not, I don't know, like everybody we want to ask. Like, can I have a green dragon?
I think they would.
There was a couple people at the swap this last weekend that like didn't really want to talk. Not that they didn't want to talk, they were like scared to talk.
Yeah, but they could just point and go. I don't know.
Yeah, so we'll probably do little critter keepers or like totes or something. If there's like a bigger fish, we'll do like a tote. Right. But we're gonna have 3 tables or 2 tables and some racks. So there'll be plenty of room for the tanks on the tables. And if we do the racks, then just all the worms will go on the racks. Or most of them. It's kind of hard to, I don't really know what we're going to have. But we have to bring like, a lot of the tanks are going to be empty. Like my mother's got 10 to 20 green dragons left. And there's 4 that people want to come pick up in the next couple weeks. So that leaves her with like 15 to 16. Because the green dragons are doing really good. The lemon blue eyes did really good as well. Like, I had 20 of them, and they all sold at Massachusetts. And, like, local orders. There's quite a few that people want locally. And people were still asking for them after I had sold them out. I think one lady wanted 5, she wanted 8. And then another person wanted 4. So people still want them after I sold out of them. The green dragons are doing really good, though. Health-wise and selling-wise, there's a lot of people who want them.
Hey, Exotics?
Because they're, like, an affordable and also a cool fish. Like the albinos and the chocolates, they're kind of regular. But, like, the lemon blue eyes and the green dragons, they're kind of in this similar price range. But they're not, I guess they'd be cooler or more desirable or whatever. Exotics, welcome. What fish are you guys selling? Any short fin guppies? Yes, we do have. Yeah, we have short fin guppies. They're in a grow-out tank right now. Which is, there's a couple people locally that want some too. But the thing is, like, with plecos, people usually want 1 or 2. With the guppies, one person wants 15 and another person wants 20. I didn't realize guppies were so in demand until I had them available. But they are like pretty too. They have like orange and black tails. It's kind of a mixed pot of guppies, but the mother's beautiful. Garcia Aquatics, welcome.
Silver Creek.
Silver Creek, welcome. Come on. Yeah, the mutt guppies we have, they're like super cool. I don't know if I'll bring some to the Clash. Probably if somebody like asked for them, I would bring some. How much?
No much.
How much did you say you pay for fish bag size and the lure? They are $71 for 1,000 6 by. Here, let me look it up. Because the price fluctuates. If you get like 6x8, then it's like $20 cheaper than getting like 6 by something else. So let me look it up. There's 3 milliliter bags. I'm looking at getting 1,000. So 6 by. Oh darn! Hold on.
Nathan Hovey.
Nathan, welcome. So 6 by 10 is 1,000 for 54. And the other one that I was looking at was 6 by 14 for 71. Because I didn't want to go smaller than 6-inch wide. Because that's the size of my phone. And I think that's a great distance. I just don't know how long I need them. Because if they're super long, then that's perfect for like plants. But we have tiny ones. Or like 2 or 3-inch ones downstairs that are long. So I use those for any plants. Which we don't do a ton of plants at the moment.
Yeah.
But
a
lot of people want duckweed, so I can do that. It's just in my Daphne and things. I don't culture it especially. He doesn't have anything with him. Can't wait till it warms up and I can get them black cories. I have a ton of them. I don't know. That's the
lawnmower
tractor dude. He doesn't have. There's this dude that goes by our house. He's like moving from the trailer park down the road to this like farmhouse, which is like quite the upgrade. That is like a nice property. But he is insane. He has this like old clunker lawnmower, lawn tractor, whatever. And one day he went by, he had a trailer attached to it that was like piled like 3 times taller than him of stuff. And then there was a trailer attached to the trailer with a 4-wheeler. And then another trailer attached to that was just empty. I'm like, what is this kid doing? Brienne, what is your website? So we don't have like a website, like it would be feralsfishandmore.com. But I haven't done it yet. Which I feel like I should do something soon and then have it for the Clash. Because a lot of people in Pennsylvania were asking like, what's your website? And then I could just like tell them. Because I thought about doing, well, I think we're going to do a banner. And then I was thinking about doing shirts, which doesn't matter for this part. But I was going to do some business cards just for the Clash, like all black ones to match the banner. And I could just put our website on there. And that would be like perfect. Otherwise, I gotta like make business cards, make new ones. But we have a Facebook page, Feral's Fish and More. And we have a Get Gills and an eBay and a band. And like all of our stock is listed on all that. If you want to see like everything, that's on Facebook because everything gets posted on Facebook.
Right.
Which a lot of people say there's like restrictions, so you can't say certain things and what. But like my page hasn't gotten flagged or anything. And I put prices on posts and whatever. So if you want to see like everything at the moment, go to our Facebook page. I'll grab the link to it.
And like I said, there's some stuff that might not be on there, but if you don't see it,
Just ask us,
just
and
ask.
we might have it.
We could be getting, she could be getting low, so we took it off, or she took it off, or
Or I forgot to put it on because there is things that I forget.
right.
I made a whole stock list and posted it the other day, and I didn't have any of my isopods on there. I had just like redone the whole list. Rainer, welcome. But yeah. Where is... Oh, there we are.
Did you figure it out?
I did.
I can't do that.
So I'm kind of debating on if I'm gonna bring isopods, or like if I bring isopods, and how I'm gonna bring isopods to the Clash, because I don't know if there's any interest in them. And if I did bring them, I don't know if I should bring like the whole totes or just like containers with certain counts in them. So then that's because if people want fish, I scoop them out. I'll have to scoop them out for them. And then isopods, it would probably be the same thing if I don't do... Because people want specific counts. Because they might have a colony of 4 and they only need 2. Or they only need like 4. So I don't want to limit people to only having 6 counts and 12 counts and 20 counts or whatever. Because the prices per pod gets cheaper when you get more of them. So like a 6 count could be $12, but a 20 count would be like 30. Like something like that. So I don't want to like scoop them out beforehand and have them in 6 counts or whatever. And then people want like an 8 count or... So I might just have them in totes and then like leave the lids open because they're not going to climb out. So I might just bring the totes and leave the totes open, and like when people walk by they can see the isopods as they go by. Because they're all like out and about, and if they're not, then you can just like flip over the cork bark and you'll see them. So I might just do that. I don't know. There's still a bunch of planning involved. The Clash is like 3 weeks away, so I've already been getting stuff for the Clash, but I have to get more. It's gonna get expensive. My bank account's gonna go like way down, and then hopefully it comes back up for the Clash. Hopefully we do good because like I want to get shirts and like go all out for the Clash, and I'm hoping like I don't end up with a bad turnout, which I don't think we will, but we'll see. You never know.
I don't know.
Worst comes to worst though, like I'll still use the banner and the shirts and stuff for other shows, but it's like I didn't do it for Massachusetts or Pennsylvania because it wasn't like as big of a to-do. But for the Clash, I want to like market as best as I can. She's trying to open the treat jar.
Knock it off. No treats for you.
They're dog treats. They're expired.
Oh. I don't know. Maybe you could do a survey on YouTube or something like that, or even to see if there's interest in the isopods. See if it's worth bringing them.
Yeah.
But it might be.
Well, like, so with the green dragons, we have like 15-ish left after we sell some locally. So we have to bring like all the green dragons, and then the peppermint plecos. I think I have 7 left, but 3 are going to Crypt Keeper. A trio. So I think so. I'll have 4 left, so I'll have to bring all those.
Maybe you can do some color print a picture of isopods, big shribbing. And Crip said he'll buy some isopod groups if you bring them.
There's a dude. Here's also a thing. So there's a dude locally who's getting out of the hobby, and he's got like 70 plus bins. So if there's like a specific isopod kind that people were looking for, I could get it like at a good price locally. And the dude can also ship if we can't like drive
Your
there.
locally and my locally are 2 different things.
Locally as in like 3 hours away, but he can ship. So it would be cheap to ship them to me because I want to get some from him anyways. But if somebody was looking for something, he's got pretty much everything. And so I could just get it in the order and bring it to the Clash and make sure that they're all healthy.
Garcia sent you a message on Facebook. Shelby likes isopods, believes she has 16 colonies going.
Used to at one point anyway.
Yep.
Well, that's cool.
For some reason, I keep missing their stream. Them and
Everybody.
let's say Coldwater Aquatics. Actually, I almost said Maple Street Aquatics, but Coldwater. I've been missing them on Friday.
What's going on in that tank back there? So a lot of people ask about it, and I haven't done anything with it yet. It's been just kind of evaporating for a while. It doesn't have any fish in it though. They're all out of there. But I didn't know what we were doing. I didn't know if we were gonna be able to bring it downstairs or if we were gonna bring it to the dining room. I didn't know if I was gonna be able to do any of that. So I didn't want to top it off and then have to move it. I know. Whatever.
That was bad. No, there was a lot of back and forth on what fish you were going to put in there, and then you were
And
like,
where
well,
it was
we can
gonna
move
go.
it, and then you wanted to stay, and then there was maybe downstairs, and so
Yeah.
it was kind of a where's the best place at this time to have it.
So I didn't top it off because I didn't know, because then we'd have to drain it.
Right.
Yeah.
But now
It's gonna stay.
it's going to stay.
Or move to that wall. But probably not. Shift it over and have my bed back there.
Mm-hmm.
And then this whole floor in here will be open. But I don't think it fits.
I'm sure there'll be interest
Oh, it
in
will.
them if you bring them.
Yeah. So I'll probably bring the colonies I have, but like I know some people look for like a lot of people want like rubber ducky isopods.
You can see Matt. Say hi, Matt.
But a lot of people look for rubber ducky isopods, so like I could get the colony from him and bring them if somebody wanted them. But
You'd be crazy not to bring the isopods. They're easy to transport and people will buy them. Yeah, they're in 6-quart tote setups. So what do we think we could fit 9 or something like that?
Yeah.
9 or 12 in the
Yeah,
6-quart
12.
totes.
12.
So we can fit
Yeah.
12 colonies, different colonies
In the totes
in
that
one
were.
tote, and we're bringing 10 totes.
Yes.
2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I think 10 will fit easily with the cornhole boards, the other table, the chairs,
The wine.
the wine, the tanks, and maybe some water.
Well, the tanks take up 1 or 2 totes as it is.
Well, the small plastic ones, we can just fit them in places. Just wrap them up in a blanket, one of those
Yeah.
blankets, and slide them in somewhere.
The setup for the Clash is going to be a lot different. Because usually we just you throw a table and just put the stuff on there. But now we got like, it's gonna be a whole truck we have to unload. Hopefully, we can get the truck into the place.
Well, there's enough people with carts, so
Yeah.
The Keystone Clash had carts last year, and then like
Alex and them will.
Alex has a cart. He's got that small one.
Yeah, people have carts. That they
Christopher
can
has
use.
really nice ones.
He's not going.
Well, he's not going, but he has really nice carts. They're aluminum flat carts, and they're probably 3.5 foot long, so you can actually fit a lot on his carts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
setup for this one's gonna be like a lot different. It's gonna take, usually it only takes like 10-15 minutes, but we have to set up all the tanks and whatnot.
A luggage cart there.
Yeah. Maybe Stu Babe can find one in that shed.
Guy we know at camp bought a motel across the street from the campground.
Because he's rich.
There's so much stuff. Just the guy just saved everything. And so they're going through the shed the other day and just throwing stuff out into the trailer.
Some lady walked over
That's
and
crazy.
she was like touching one of the things. He was like, take it with you.
You touch it, it's yours.
Yeah, because they have so much stuff to do.
That's usually what happens, man. That's why they bring me. Just carry all that every month.
Yeah.
They get the light ones.
Well, we have to like, in Pennsylvania and Massachusetts, we had to like carry, well, for Massachusetts, we had to carry it in the car and then down the stairs and all the way around to our table. But the totes we've been using are like cheap little totes that were on sale. But these black ones that we're bringing to the Clash, they're not gonna break. If they do, then we got bigger problems.
Yeah. But yeah, there'll be carts. I don't know if Keith has any carts that we could possibly use, but I'm sure there'll be plenty of people. Like I said, I think they had them at the Keystone Clash. People had some, and there's enough people.
Yeah.
And
And worst comes to worst, we can just carry them because they're not going to be terribly heavy.
And maybe we'll find one. Who knows?
What? A cart?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure we will. I know Alex is going to be there before us, probably. Well, I don't know if he's getting there Thursday morning. But we're going to be there around 11, like right when we can. Probably 12-ish.
12 should be the latest.
Last year we left at 5 and we got there at a little after 11. But this year we have the dogs, so we like have to stop at like a good spot. We can't just stop at like a gas station or something. We have to stop at somewhere we can walk in.
He's usually pretty good in the car.
He lays down and he'll sleep, but once
we stop, he wants out.
As soon as if we slow down, like once we get closer to the hotel, and we're all like looking at, like we're all up and looking at things, he'll get like riled up and he won't bark or anything, which is good, but he'll start running around the car. But that'll be like the last 15 minutes of the ride, so. But yeah. So I'll bring my Tota isopods and maybe a couple other kinds. Because there's a couple kinds that are like super expensive, which I don't know if they'll sell well. Although it's worth a shot because I brought some peppermint plecos to the Pennsylvania swap. I didn't think they'd sell because they're like a higher end pleco. They're really nice, but they do cost more. But there was these two ladies that were walking around for like a while, and they kept looking at the plecos, and they came back and they split it. They got a good home. I did a deal on both of them.
You're driving me nuts. But that's what you do.
Yeah. Because she's flopping.
It's probably not a bad idea to bring everything and
Yeah.
hopefully make it all worthwhile.
I'll be advertising the pre-orders like crazy because I don't know how much we have in pre-orders at the how much we have in pre-orders at the moment, but I hope that it's I definitely think we should break even. Like, that's the minimum. It costs about $1,300 to $1,500 to go there, and that's with like I don't know how much it's gonna cost for food, because I don't know exactly where we're eating, but
Well, if you're buying, it's gonna be a real nice place.
oh, I know it will.
Like Land Aquatics.
But recently, I've been using my credit card for everything because we went to Massachusetts and this Pennsylvania swap, and we brought in a good amount of cash at Massachusetts, and then some at Pennsylvania. It wasn't great, but we did okay. And I put that all into an envelope, and I haven't been using the cash since. I just keep using my card for everything because all that cash is. I mean, I could have just used my card in Pennsylvania, like for gas or the hotel or whatever. I could just use my card, but no, we're gonna use all in cash because if I spend the hotel's $500, so if I put that on my card, I'm getting that back in cash. So I'm just gonna put cash out, which might be. I'll probably just have to use my card for the gas stations because who wants to go inside and pay in cash?
Hey,
I mean,
I'll
I might.
Yes. I was gonna say I'd probably see you there in the morning, but you're not coming this year, right? Lake to Land, you're interested in ice spots? Is that what you're saying?
But yeah, I'll probably pay for everything in cash, the best, like everything I can. Because for the Clash, I'm getting it all in cash. Like everything we make at the Clash, it's basically all in cash that we get back. So I'll just put out the cash and then get it back. Hopefully. No, I'm not listening to my sister. I might have her make a website though, because it'd be easier to just tell people. feralsfishandmore.com.
You could do that. Oh my god, it's Hamster Girl.
Oh, she got one.
Good job, Cat. Yes, isopods. I wanted rubber ducky ones since.
I've seen them a few years ago, so definitely want some. Okay.
Yes.
I'll make sure to bring some. If you want a specific count, like I could save some for you, because I do sell online as well. For isopods,
Gets me every time she jumps up, but she puts her claws right in my leg.
I sell an okay amount of isopods online, but I do a lot of isopod trading. So if you want to message us or email us or something, then I can save them for you to make sure. Because I don't know how many they're looking for. If they're looking for like a bunch, then I don't know if I'll have them all. But
this thing works good.
Go back to the comments now.
Okay, I'll do that.
So they're a place to look at what you have. Our Facebook page, Feral's Fish and More. I just updated the stock list. I don't know if everything's on there, so I know I did miss quite a lot of isopods because I don't remember all that I have. I got a mystery box a while ago, and I had to make up like a ton of bins for them. And I can't remember off the top of my head what they are. I know one's Dippin' Dots because they had like hundreds of babies.
Yep.
But others have had babies as well, but I just don't remember what I got. I know there's peach and papaya and Dippin' Dots in there, but there's a lot of others too. QC, welcome.
QC.
But yeah, so our Facebook page, Farrell's Fish and More, that's where you can see what we have. And if there's something you like, you can just message us and we can save it and make sure we have it at the Clash. Because there's no telling if something will sell out from now to the Clash, and we might not be able to bring it. Because people do come pick up things locally, and I do ship out, so something could sell out any minute. But yes, pre-orders I do have like saved, especially for the Clash.
Yep.
But yeah, I think I have like 3 or 4 people that are coming to pick up some stuff. But they are getting some are getting Daphnia, and a lot of others are getting guppies and green dragons. So yeah, I'm hoping my mother's green dragons breed again because they're a good income, or they're a good seller for her. And they're cute. Although I love the peppermints. I'll have to get more because I only have 7 left. 3 are sold. So I got 4 left for sale. And I think I'm gonna order some. Or just save some out of what I have. I won't order some. I'll just save some. Or wait for babies or something. And then I'm gonna put some in this tank. For my own. Or I'll do like a long fin something. A long fin like red pleco. Oh, that reminds me. I was supposed to ask you if you want to sell some of those Java ferns out of your tank because somebody wanted to trade for some red pleco.
You were gonna ask me?
Yes, because they're your plants.
The Java ferns out of that thing?
Yes.
You stick your hand in there.
Okay. I will.
By charm off.
I totally forgot about
it. Yeah, I don't care what you do.
Okay. Because you have a ton in there. So, yeah. Share some wealth.
Great to me. And I only owe you $63, not 64.
Perfect, because I'm getting 6 short fin super reds.
Cool.
So I'll raise them up.
Trophy eye.
We'll have some babies too.
To this guy.
Okay. Fluffy, come here. I can't see the time. Okay. Yeah, so we have some more orders to pack up, and then we have there's some other packages that are going out later this week. And then there's some trades that are going out later this week as well. Yeah. Yeah, I think we have 12. I think we have 13 boxes going out tomorrow. A lot of Get Gills orders. Get Gills did really good this week. And then Facebook as well. Yeah.
Not my Facebook.
No, not your Facebook. Your Facebook is only for one thing. Solar camper.
Yep. So, isopods, worms, fish.
Isopods, worms, fish.
Just trying to think of what else you're bringing.
Isopods. worms, and fish. That's all I have. And some dry goods too. Like dirt and leaves. And some cute dishes. That's right.
Oh yeah. The printed dishes.
Yeah. Isopod dishes.
And don't know. Did you say you had someone that had those plecos? Those lemon blue-eyed plecos? They were looking to do something with?
I don't know. Don't put me on the spot.
Oh.
I don't remember. I think they might have been too far away, but there was another person too. So, who knows? We'll see. There's somebody in Chicago who has pairs of longfin lemon blue eyes, but they don't ship.
I ain't going to Chicago.
You're not? Okay. If you insist.
Lots of guinea pigs, so they count as hamsters.
Sure.
Was there 5, 6?
I don't know.
Oh.
There was like 6 of them.
And you know. Yep, looking forward to that, Garcia.
What are the rescue numbers? I think we have around 60 cats at the moment. We've adopted out a good amount. We haven't been bringing in too many. We've actually been
Going in the right direction.
Yes, we've been going down. It's crazy because we used to like hit capacity at like 22 was like our capacity, and then it was like we can't take it anymore right now. No, blew right past that. But hopefully it goes down because we can have our dining room back. None of them are being bottle fed at the moment, so
We just got our dining room back in the camper.
I know.
One thing at a time. Slow
Okay,
down.
Gary.
Slow down.
But nobody's being bottle fed at the moment, so like they could all go out to the trailer. But we don't have any room left in the trailer for more cages. There's one more spot for a cage.
We're gonna have to start double stacking them.
They are double stacked.
I think you would fill up a 52-foot trailer with cats.
Cats. But the cages are 4 foot, so. But they're this way. It's like a 10-foot wide, and they're 4 foot, and they're this way. You know? That's how it is. Fluffy, you ever gonna go back under my bed?
She's here to drive me nuts.
Shows I sure am. But yeah, I also have isopod supplies. So I make different things. I make isopod substrate that has mushroom compost, worm castings, organic compost, leaf litter, sphagnum moss, aragonite sand, dolomite, lime, and some other stuff. But it's like I had to do some research actually. But I found like the best things. Like coconut fibers, there's somebody who sells isopod substrate made out of coconut fibers, and coconut fibers are like a sterile soil. So it's basically just a filler to make the volume bigger, but it doesn't do anything for the isopods. Like the compost is nutrients, and the leaf litter is food for them.
Right.
The sphagnum moss is moisture. The aragonite sand and there's different sources of calcium in there for them, like limestone and whatever. So it's like everything in there is something they can use. There's nothing in there that's a filler. It's just everything they use. And I have to make up a new batch of that this week. And then I store it in the freezer because it's a nice spot that I haven't filled up yet. It's like, instead of having it sitting on the shelves, I could just have it in the freezer. There's nothing important in the freezer downstairs. There is bottles of water that are frozen, and there are muffins, and probably some French toast sticks. But we haven't touched those things in like a year. So just put the dirt in there. And nobody really goes in there, so nobody would know. But then I gotta like take all of it out, and then it's gotta thaw out. It's a process.
That was a pain in the butt going to Pennsylvania because we forgot about it.
Yes.
And kind of got it late. And
Yeah,
needed to make up a couple cultures, and
I was gonna take out this these bags of dirt that I had frozen because it's like it's all clean anyways, but I put it in the freezer and then like everything's gone out of it. Not the nutrients, just any bugs that might have been in it, which it's a good place to store it, but also it keeps it clean. So I was supposed to take out the dirt like a day and a half to 2 days in advance, but I ended up taking it out the night before, like at 10 o'clock at night the night before. And I needed it like the next morning. So it wasn't all thawed out. I dumped it all into a tote, and it was just like big old ice chunks. And I had to make up some culture, so I had like cups of this dirt sitting under the lights that were like, these lights got kind of warm. They weren't like hot.
on top of the fish tank.
But yeah, it was on top of the fish tank under these lights, like between the light and the fish tank. And it took like a good like hour or so for it to actually warm up. They're sitting. I did all the cultures, and I had to do all the fish, and then I had to go back to these cultures because of this dirt.
Paul McCarthy.
But yeah. But it's a great spot to store things, like the leaf litter and the substrates for white worms and isopods and grindle worms. I can just make up gallon bags and put it in the freezer, so then nothing would get into it.
We just gotta remember ahead of time when we need it.
Then we have to thaw it out. We could have just microwaved it. Like, honestly, people just put it into like little casserole dishes and into their microwave, and they just microwave it to sterilize it initially. So we could have taken this frozen dirt and like just microwaved it, but we still had to do like a ton of bags of fish, so just let it thaw. But yeah. But we have one pre-order like that's official for the Clash at the moment. So that's good.
What do you got two?
One is for the store, and they're trying to decide how many cultures they need. But I know what kinds they want. White worms, grindle worms, black worms, and scuds and Daphne, I think. But I just need to know how many cultures before I can say that I have a second pre-order. So I have one pre-order at the moment for the Clash. I'm hoping I can have a good amount, because for the Massachusetts swap I had, I think, like 8 pre-orders, or like added up to 800 or something. I'm hoping that if I could get a good amount of pre-orders, they added up to like around 800 or so, like Massachusetts, because then I know that I'm in the clear, because it costs me, as of right now, it's like $1,250 to go to the Clash, but $250 is for the table and our tickets, so that's already paid for. So as of the moment, it's supposed to cost around $1,000 to go. So I'm hoping if I got a good amount of pre-orders, they would add up to around 800 or so. So I know Like, if nobody bought anything from us at the table at all, I would lose $200, which isn't terrible. It's not like it is a loss, which is awful, but it's not like I lost $1,000, you know. But $800 in pre-orders puts us like in the clear because I know people are gonna buy from us at the table in person. So, yeah.
You probably noticed that I ordered white worms again.
I
gave
can't
out
see.
last Saturday.
Get out
I
of
got to take them out of the cupboard. I had them in, place them in someplace cooler.
Oh yes, I did see that. I was wondering because I saw that Get Gil's order. We haven't done yours yet. We only got through 2 have been like taped up because the Grindle worms ran out of food, so I was kind of waiting on bagging everything up. But I'm almost done with the 3rd one. I ran out of some care guides. But I think we're doing yours next. But yeah. But that's awful. It does happen though.
Yep. There was a couple of them down there got overpopulated and started stinking.
Yep. But yeah, I'm hoping for the best for the Clash. Because if it's a loss, or if we just break even, who knows if we'll go next year. But it was like super fun last year, just going for fun.
Get the pre-order list out there.
So hopefully we can go every year.
Get the pre-order list out there and see what happens.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
You're welcome.
But yeah. I don't suppose white worms could survive in a fridge for a day or so. It depends on what your fridge is kept at. I mean, they might just go dormant. Because I know I have chlorella cultures, and if you just put it into a bottle and put it in the fridge, it goes dormant, and then you just shake it up and you put it into your cultures. But I've never tried it with white worms. My Clash pre-order keeps growing. Thank you for finding all those snails for me. Yeah, we were in Pennsylvania, and I saw those. That one table that had the mystery snails, so I have some.
Oh, was that what you were doing when I was talking to Chris?
Yeah.
It's
We were about to leave too, and then I heard back from you. I ran over there, and I think they might have been packing up too. I was like, I need to grab some snails. So they're in with my Limias right now. Humpback Limias. But they're pretty cool. I think they're blues. Yeah. And then there's a person who picked up an order from me like a month ago or so. They got some Grindle worms. And they're coming back for some Daphne, and they have some other kinds of mystery snails. So I'm gonna grab some from him when he comes.
They were
Mystery snails.
yeah, blue mystery.
There
snails.
was blue, and then there's ivory.
Yeah.
Well, that I can still get blues and ivory, but in Pennsylvania it was blues and purples. But the dude that wants to come back for another order of some Daphnia, he's got blues and ivories, so I can grab some from him when he comes up. But if anybody else needs some, I could grab them. They're so cute. I should have got some for myself.
You still can.
I still can. mind me.
I will.
But yeah, so I have an idea of what I want to put in this tank back here. But I've had so many different ideas, I don't know exactly what I want to put in there. Because I want to do a type of pleco and a type of Cory. But it's so hard to decide. The peppermints are gorgeous. Although, so I don't have a tank of the peppermints, like a bigger tank of peppermints. But I also don't have a bigger tank of lemon, blue eyes, or reds. So I want to do like one of those three. And then for Corys, I was thinking about doing black Corys in there, but I already have 2 tanks of black Corys. One's your tank, so that's like an actual, like a keeping tank, so I don't know that I'd do it in here. But con color might be cool to put in there. The ones I got from Alex were like, they're beautiful. So maybe I'd do some con color and then a type of pleco. And then a little swimmy fish at the top.
Little swimmy fish.
Yeah.
Might be.
Like a platinum angelfish or some black angelfish.
I kind of like those ones downstairs next to the other 40 breeder.
Yeah, those are pretty too. They're like smoky blues or something. But there's platinums and there's like all blacks, and those would be cool in there. But I don't want them to breed. They don't sell very well around here.
It's tall. Maybe you can get in touch with Kenny and get some ultims.
No.
I don't know if he still has any.
We have a couple different angelfish though, so I don't know if I want to do more. Like the main fish, I don't know what's gonna be. Maybe no, not them.
Yeah, no.
Alright, shut up. You didn't even know. Like, be welcome. But yeah, whatever the main fish is gonna be. That's like one of the things I'm trying to figure out. I mean, maybe angelfish would be cool. Or if I could find something that we don't already have.
Yeah, there's a lot of talking back and forth of moving it. So that's what's the holdup of filling it.
Yep. But I think it might just stay there because it looks nice. Well, it doesn't, but it will. I might just get rid of this. Because right now, so my room is supposed to be this little square. But then I've like chopped it because I have a fish tank and then the gun cabinet and then the desk. Everything I have around my room is like a perfect rectangle. So it's like perfectly cut the room down to just a little tiny floor. But I'm not in my room much, so I guess it doesn't matter. And I'll have a nice little community tank. Hot fluffy. But also the other thing is I don't know if I want like a community tank, or like not community tank, but like the show tank to also be like a breeding tank. Like I'd breed the fish in there. Or if I just want like a fun little tank. Because I don't have any fun tanks right now. I mean, yes, fun tanks as in like the fish are cool in them, but all the tanks downstairs, the fish are for sale. Some tanks, the fish are breeding, and then there's fish for sale. But any tank you go to downstairs, there's something for sale in it. So I don't know if this one will be like my only one, my one and only, my tank. I don't know. Probably. Because if they breed in there, it's going to be pretty tough to get something out of there. Especially if it's like plecos. I just gotta let them like have hundreds, and then you could just scoop in and get one. I don't know. It'd be cool if, I mean, the plecos, if they breed, I wouldn't really mind, but the Corys, I don't think I'd get the eggs out of there. There's just so many places they could go. I get some nice plants. I never do good with plants. But maybe I'll get some nice ones at the Keystone Clash. What, the Clash is 3 weeks away, so maybe I can fill it up and whatever, but I won't put plants or fish in it until the Clash, and if I find something there. Probably just plants, but if I found like a pair of plecos or something, then I could just bring them home. Right, Fluffy?
Maybe I'll also have something nice.
Yeah. Maybe I can get him to get me something. But I'm thinking Corey's, plecos, and then like the shellfish. Not just one, but like a small group of like something. Everything that would be like good together. But then like I have to figure out what type of Corey, what type of plecos, and then a community fish to go with them. I'm thinking angels, like I said, but I don't know. Kind of tough because I don't want the angels to breed, but I don't think they'll do great in that tank anyways. I think they might just eat them. Or something will eat them. Who knows?
No.
She goes, yes.
No.
But it is 5:03, so we're going to end the stream and go finish our orders, my orders. We'll see you all Wednesday. And if anybody is looking for anything, check out our Facebook page, Pharaoh's Fish and More. And if you're looking for something for the Clash, then let us know. But thank you all for watching, and have a great day.
Have a great week. See you all on Wednesday. Enjoy all.
Bye, everybody.